What's up, boys and girls? Thought I'd go live today just to share with you 3 ways to start building wealth so that you can start living that life that you want to live. I'm currently on the way to New York City. It's gonna be absolutely amazing, and a lot of people, you know, they look at me today, especially the people who grew up with me, think, you know, how is it that you get to travel the world, you get to speak all around the world and do all of this stuff. And I just thought I'll share with you 3 key pointers I think is crucial if you want to start living your dream. And don't let other people tell you you can't do it just because they can't do it, you know, because it's possible for anyone. And I'm saying that because I was somebody without the qualifications. I was I was lucky to get a few C's. I got D's and E's within my the times when I was at school, and I hardly passed college, you know. And so being a dropout at 19, my dad used to always say to me, Eric, you know, what are you going to do with your life? You haven't got any qualifications. You'll probably work in a restaurant for the rest of your life, you know, which a lot of Chinese people do. And I kind of changed it all around when I started getting into the export business and started getting into the franchising business, and started to build a franchise as well. And it's also started speaking all around the world, holding a lot of events, and now have multiple businesses within fashion and everything. And people think, you know, Eric got lucky, but I know for certain it's far from luck, because what I see is that with a lot of people who build a lot of wealth and live that freedom, there's certain things they do to be able to do that. And the first thing I want to share with you is that you need to start raising your value. And what that means is, you know, what most people think that they get paid for time. Some of you listening right now may think that you are paid for time, but if you think that way, it's very hard for you to become very wealthy and become free. The reason behind it is because we all get the same 24 hours in a day, right? So in actual fact, what I see a lot of the poor man's mentality is that, hey, I need to work more time to be able to make more money. But if you've only got 24 hours, then how much money can you actually make? And so to understand that you're not paid for time, and those of you who still think you're paid for time, a very, very simple thing for you to do, if you just went home, you sit there, don't do anything. Watch the time go by. Look at your watch, watch time go by, and also look at your bank account and see whether it goes up or not. And I think that will be your first indication to understanding that, hey, we're not paid for time. We're paid for the value we make, we put out there, you know. We're paid for the value we make in the time. And so one of the things is to actually raise your self-value, and the way to do that is to actually learn skills and learn strategies that most people can't do. That raises your value. Do things that other people can't do. And one of the skills is the skill of sales. Is the skill of selling, because if you can't sell, if you can sell, what will happen is that, you know, you can make a lot of money for a lot of people. So for example, a lot of companies would hire me in to go and sell their products for them, and they would pay a lot of money to do so. And the reason behind it is because they know I can sell, they know I have that skill set, and which company does not need sales? So that's one thing that you can learn. There's multiple things. I think it's get yourself, you know, into personal development, get yourself educated, invest in education, you know, that's a really, really crucial thing. So number one is raise your value. The second thing that I feel is very, very important is to start understanding about money management. Because what happens is, most people, if you think about it, most people's money mentality is to make money and spend money. And when they make more money, they spend more money. But the biggest problem is that most people think that if they were to, the sun just came in. Okay, so most people think that if they were to make more money, what will happen is they will be rich. Which in actual fact, if you think about it, most people, when they're making, let's say, $1,000 or £1,000 a month, let's say, and then suddenly they get 1,100 or 1,200 pounds a month, what they'll do is they'll spend that 200. And the reason behind it is because they've got this make money, spend money mentality, which is if you make money and spend money, make more money and spend more money, you will always end up with zero. So in actual fact, what you want to do is you want to know how to organize your money better. So you need a money management system. And a very, very simple way is something that T. Harv Eker teaches, is when he talks about money jars. He says if you have let's say 100% come in, let's say £1,000, you want to take 50% of it and use that for your living, your necessities, right? Your bills, living, all that type of stuff. And then you've got 10% that goes into investments, right? If you're taking notes, then write this down. You get 10%, it goes into investments, right? And you get 10% of your income, which goes into play. So you go and enjoy it, have fun with it. The crucial part there is that you need to be rewarding yourself while you're making money, otherwise you work on burnout. And the third one is that you give away 10% to help people. This is a habit, Some people say, oh yeah, when I have money, I will give money. No. If you build that mindset now, we are creatures of habit. You build that, and what I believe is that money is purely a magnifier. When you make more money, you'll give more money. But you need to start giving now. It's the simple principle and simple law of the universe. You need to give to be able to receive, right? So that's another 10%. The other 10% is savings to spend. You put 10% in there and you save it up. You save it up so that you can spend it, buy a new TV or pay for a new holiday or whatever it is that you want to save for, right? And I think we have one final 10%, which right now I can't figure out what it is. But it's something important. If you know, then drop a comment below and then put it in there. I think that's 5 plus 5, yeah, something like that. Anyway, there's one other one. Oh, it's education. Oh yeah, 10% into education. So 10% goes into educating yourself. Pay for a mentor, pay for a coach, someone to kick you over the backside, pay for somebody who knows what they're doing so that they can teach you. I always say, always invest in shortcuts, right? It's very important to find yourself a mentor, find yourself a coach, invest in courses for yourself. I do that continuously today. I attend a lot of events just to learn, just to grow. They say if you're not growing, you are dying. So you need to get out there and you need to be always students all of our lives. That's a very crucial point. And finally, the last thing is to actually learn how to systemize a business, systemize what you are doing. You're investing in passive income. So number one, what you want to do is you want to raise your self-value, okay, so that you get paid more for your time. The second thing is you want to know how to manage your money, because when money comes in, you need to know how to manage it effectively so that money can only grow. The system that I just shared with you, money can only go up and it can never drop to zero, because you've always got money there. And then the final thing is that you want to learn how to systemize your processes or invest in things that earn passive income, so that while you're even on a flight now out to New York City, you know that within your business there's still money generating in there, okay? Whether it's a systemized business or whether you've invested in passive income, you want to invest in something that can give you passive income, and that's what allows you to be able to travel the world. And now, I always say that it's not about materials, it's not about the Lamborghinis, it's not about the yachts, it's not about all this stuff. But if you're into that stuff, that's totally cool, but you can still give out to the world. I always say you need to make an income to make an impact. The bigger the income, the bigger the impact, right? Some of you could argue against that, but there's one thing I don't doubt. Some people say money isn't that important. I say, those of you who think money isn't that important, go to hgiving.com, letter hgiving.com, and donate all of your money towards our charity. Our foundation's been there 7 years, and one thing I've learned for sure is that our kids out in Kenya, they know that money is important, because without money, they won't be living right now. And so, I think we need to come to the reality that whether we like it or not, we live in a money world. Get good at playing the money game and do it without sacrifice, so that you can still spend time with your family. That's why I've been able to take mum out here. I've got dad hiding behind the other side, I think, just chilling, and I'm able to fly them around and be able to enjoy. Oh, there's dad there. Be able to enjoy their life, and be able to travel, and just be able to spend that quality time with them. The reason behind it is because of those 3 principles that I've mastered, that I've shared with you today. I just thought I'll share that with you. And please do, if you found this useful in any way, just do hit me up with a thumbs up, and do hit the share button. We need to share more of this knowledge out there for everybody to be able to see, because I feel that we need to shift this human consciousness so that more people are conscious about how wealth works. And because I believe that if we all knew how to do that, we can all make a greater impact together. That's the power of we, right? So please do hit the share button, share it out to your friends, tag your friends in this, make sure they watch it. And yeah, that's it from me. Tuning out Facebook Live. I'm going to be in New York City. Make sure to follow me on Instagram as well, Eric Ho Official. You'll be able to see my Insta stories. I'm going to be posting over the next few days as well, and also going to be doing a vlog on my YouTube channel. Again, Eric Ho Official. Guys, tuning out here, make sure to hit the thumbs up, give me a comment below, let me know where you've tuned in from, and also hit the share button so that we can share the knowledge, share the inspiration to the world. Ciao, have a nice day.